Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back. Today I'm going to be walking you through this look step by step. This is a very quick and easy spring and summer makeup look that's so easy to achieve. It's very natural actually. So many of you guys asked for a tutorial on this look because I was wearing it in my makeup haul video. So I thought I'd show you how I did it and walk you through it step by step. So I hope you guys enjoy. Please subscribe and let's get started. Okay, to start out this look, I'm going to use the Makeup Forever Fresh Brightener Step 1 Primer. I have used this a couple times. I really like the way that it makes my skin feel and look. I've said this before about primers. I feel like I don't really notice a huge dramatic difference with them. It honestly just comes down to the way that it makes my skin feel and the way that products apply on top of it. As far as longevity goes, I just feel like there isn't really a dramatic difference with face primer in myself personally. When I apply makeup, I get so oily, so it just doesn't really matter. So I'm just applying this to the skin, rubbing it in. I also really like the way that this smells. I feel like this would make a good sunscreen smell. I know it's so random, it just smells really fresh. Probably no foundation again today and just do concealer. I'm gonna use the Pat McGrath concealers and I'm gonna use LM9 and LM14 and mix them together. LM9 is probably pretty perfect, but I just self-tanned yesterday, so I'm gonna add just a couple dots of the LM14. I'm gonna go in with the Sigma F03 brush and start blending this in under my eyes and then feathering it downwards. And then whatever's left over on my brush, I'm gonna lightly go over my nose to cover the redness. I don't like to go crazy with coverage on my nose just because it will cake up so fast. So even if my nose is a little bit more pink than the rest of my face, it really doesn't bother me. I feel like then the makeup just looks more natural anyways. But if I go in and actually apply concealer directly or foundation directly onto my nose, it'll just like cake up and look dry or flaky or just thick. It's weird. Now I'm just gonna add a couple of dots just to kind of balance out the color differences. So I'm gonna do a dot of the light and then a dot of the dark. In my haul video, I used the Patrick Ta She's Sculpted little duo here. This is a cream and powder bronzer contour duo. The thing is, I just feel like this is a little bit too cool toned for me. I'm gonna try this again. We'll see how this goes. So I'm gonna start with the cream and then go over it with the powder and just contour my face. So I'm just picking up the product here in the cream and then stippling it on the cheekbones. Kind of just doing like a push drag motion and pushing right into the socket of that cheekbone and pushing up like this. And I always kind of do like this sort of angle. I used to heavily contour right here back when I wanted to look extra sculpted as much as possible. I still do that angle just because I like it on myself. I never like to round my contour. So I'm just lightly kind of going in that direction just to kind of give that angle to the face. And back here, this area, that's like my favorite part when it's like, you know. I'm gonna flip my brush over and do the nose, get the sides, and then just blend it in with my fingers and also under the lip. Okay, I'm gonna grab this powder with my Smith 112 and start setting that cream with the powder. Definitely warms it up. I'm gonna grab my Luxie 182 brush and with the powder, I'm gonna go over the cream that we did on the nose. And now I'm gonna try the new Tatcha Silk Powder. Looks like this, and then the powder's right up in there. And I think, yeah, I can just shake this out and it'll come right out. So I'm gonna use this to set the like pore cheek area on my skin and then also like the sides of the nose here to kind of clean up that contour. For blush, I'm gonna use the Sigma Core de Rosa palette. I think I'm gonna do Senorita, this one right down here. It kind of has like a nude beige warmness to it with a little bit of a sheen. So I'm gonna go in with the Sigma F40 and just apply this on my cheeks. Careful, they're pigmented. A lot is coming off, so that's really good. That's a really pretty color. I'm gonna hit a little bit up here. I didn't use this highlighter when I did my makeup the other day. I probably used my Charlotte Tilbury one, but I wanna use Estee Lauder Heat Wave. I haven't used this in a long time. I also feel like I'm kind of going the opposite direction with my highlighter preferences. This used to be like my top favorite highlighter ever, and I I mean, maybe it still is, I don't know. But I'm just more into that like natural glowy highlight rather than a beaming, stark, like shimmery kind of metallic highlight. So we'll see how this goes. Pop this on a Sigma F35 and just pop this on the cheekbones. Center of the nose. By the way, if you ever want more of a color payoff or like pigment with your highlighters, go in and just like rock it back and forth, not just with your hand, but with your whole arm. That's going to build up that color, make it more pigmented. Sometimes I feel like I'll apply something just like this and it kind of just brushes on, but then if you like really go back and forth, it'll really distribute the product and build it up. It's exactly what I was going for today. This for me would not be an everyday highlighter like it used to be, but it's still just so gorgeous and a beautiful tone. It's a very neutral gold, so it's not too yellowy on my skin. So it's very pretty and very flattering. Okay, I've been really loving the Anastasia Perfect Brow Pencil. I have the shade, I think it's just medium brown. I like this because I can get the gist of my brows filled in, and then I can either just sharpen this really fine and get more detail work up front where I want more like hair-like strokes, or I'll go in with like a thinner brow pencil. But this has cut my brow filling in half. I also just tinted them yesterday with this brow tint that I got on Amazon. So I feel like that really helps to kind of like fill in, give the illusion of them being filled in because I have a lot of lighter brow hairs. I'm gonna go in with this and just fill in the majority. So there you can see I've got the majority filled in super quick. And now we'll go in with a finer pencil, my Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil, and just get some strokes here. I use my pinky as a balance point on my nose. Lately, I actually haven't been priming my eyes just because I feel like they get kind of like oily throughout the day, and I like when the oil peeks through and kind of gives a sheen. I am gonna wear primer today just to switch it up. I'm gonna use my Painterly Paint Pot from MAC and just dot this on my eyelids just a little bit. I used to like paint this on and I really just don't need it. The only thing for me that's uncomfortable with not using primer is that when I do get oily, I feel like my eyelids, they just feel a little slashy. So, and then the mascara can tend to transfer much easier. For my eyeshadow, I'm doing something super basic and easy. You can honestly just use your bronzer for this. That's usually what I do day to day, but I got this eyeshadow palette and I'm so excited to use it. This is the Artist Couture Supreme Nudes palette. I've used this a few times already and it's gorgeous. I mean, it's a neutral palette, but they're they're different from other ones because they just feel so buttery and the tones are so flattering, so beautiful. They work well together. I really want to use some of these green shades sometime in the future and this one too sometime in the future. But today I'm just going to do like a very simple, easy, like a quick and easy kind of look. So I don't remember the exact shades that I used from this palette when I did this the other day. So I'm going to just try to replicate it as much as possible. I'm first going to go into Stripped, which is this shade here, and put it right on the lid and bring it into the crease. See how pretty and just neutral that is? It's like the perfect naked eye kind of color for my skin tone. And of course, look up and pop it underneath the eye on the lower lash line and connect out here. Now I'm gonna go into Nudist, which is this shade right up here. I'm just gonna pop this on the outer, just give a little bit of depth. And then I'm gonna grab an E15. If I remember correctly, I think I mixed Silhouette with Aesthetic right here and just kind of flicked it on the outer lash line. So I'm gonna mix these together. And just kind of pushing this in the outer lash line and flicking it upwards. This will honestly just look like your lashes and mascara. You're really not gonna be able to see this that much. You can kind of feather it out with your finger. I'm going to lightly feather Silhouette down on the bottom. And then I'm just gonna lightly highlight with Exposed, very lightly, because this can, I don't know, I just feel like if you go too heavy with matte shades up on the top lash line, it can really take away the crease color, where if you do a shimmery color, it kind of like disperses down into the look. So I'm just gonna very lightly touch this right up here. I'm gonna use Heat Wave. I just like using whatever I used on the face to highlight, just to highlight my eyeballs too. I'm gonna go into the Makeup by Mario nude liner pencil and pop this in the waterline. Lately, I've been just doing mascara because I've been so obsessed with this mascara, but I'm gonna do the lashes just because everyone was asking me which lashes I was wearing, so I'm gonna wear those today too. But lately, I've just been loving my Makeup Geek lash curler and mascara for the top. It's just like my favorite little combo. So I'm gonna pop that on. See, like mascara against this eyeshadow, just like a simple neutral eye. So I just did 1 coat of mascara. Normally I would do 2 coats for sure. Sometimes I'll go with the 3rd one, but I mean, that's just 1 coat of mascara, and I think they look so good. These are the Anastasia Fashion Lashes. These are what they look like in the packaging. Okay, I feel like these lashes are looking a lot different than the other ones. Maybe I just cut them differently, I don't know, but these are the same ones that I had on. But let me put on some mascara on the bottom. I'm gonna use the MAC Extended Play Mascara just because this has a smaller brush head, so it's a lot finer and can get into all of the little bottom lashes. So I'm gonna go and pop that on just to kind of balance out the top ones. For lips, I used the MAC Relentlessly Red lipstick. This is one of my favorite lipsticks. It's a cross between a red and a pink, and depending on which lip liner you pair with it, it will pull that way. So say you do a hot pink lip liner and then you pop this on, it's gonna be like a more red version of hot pink. And then say you do like a true red lip liner, this will be a more pink version of a red. So it just depends on how you want to manipulate the color. Just a warning with this color, this formula is their retro matte formula, so it's extremely drying. I love it just because it's not like a liquid lipstick where that is like a thick paste that is just like stuck to your lips. I hate liquid lipsticks. It's extremely dry, but it doesn't bother me. I don't know what it is. I feel like most people actually aren't gonna like this formula. If you want something similar, Patrick Ta has a lipstick that's super, super similar, but it's got that more like creamier formula, but it's still matte, so check that out. But I'm gonna use this one today, and I think I used Cherry Lip Liner, which was more red, but I also have this new one from KKW Beauty in Birthday Kiss, which is like a hot, hot pink. So I might try this one. I usually use Shock Value from MAC, which looks a lot like this, but I can't find it anywhere. So I'm gonna try this one first. And now I'm just filling it in. This will also make your lip last when you do lip liner all over and then you go over with the lipstick. See how this is more red looking now? Because this is such a bright, cool toned pink. I'm gonna go and give it a little bit of depth and dimension with MAC Cherry. I'm just gonna take the Relentlessly Red and just tap it in the center. This side is so hard to do on my lips because my lip line isn't straight over there, so it's always so tricky. This is the finished look up close so you can see what it looks like. I'm gonna pop on the earrings that I wore. I have on these Naomi hoops from Miranda Fry they just came out with. But that is it for this tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed following along and seeing how I got this look. It's very quick and easy, very simplistic, but still pops a punch and is a statement because of the lip, obviously, but also the fun lashes. So remember, you can definitely tone this down. You can do a lighter pink, you could do any lip color, and you can also just take off the lashes and do mascara. So I hope you guys like this video. Thank you so much for watching and following along. Please subscribe, and I will see you later. Bye.